rapid spread of Ebola in the Democratic Republic of Congo has created a deeply alarming situation. The medical charity Médecins Sans Frontières, MSF, has warned. Speaking 2 weeks on from the outbreak being declared, MSF Deputy Director Dr. Alan Gonzalez said never before had so many cases been recorded so soon.
The US, UK and Australia say they will develop underwater drone technology to protect undersea cables and boost defence. Under their military alliance known as AUKUS, the uncrewed undersea vehicle UUV technology is expected to be ready by next year. While the project's total cost was not stated, UK Defence Secretary John Healey said his nation would contribute 150 metres, 201 metres.
The war in Ukraine has received less media attention in recent months. That changed this week when a drone hit a building in the Romanian city of Galati, a major port city on the Danube River near the Ukrainian border. Romanian President Nicu Zordan blamed Russia for the incident.
Paris Saint-Germain held their nerve in a KG Champions League final to retain the title by beating Arsenal 4-3 on penalties as Saturday's nail-biting showdown ended 1-1 after extra time, cementing the French side's status among Europe's modern greats. Arsenal defender Gabriel blasted his spot kick over Matvei Safonov's crossbar at the Puskás Arena in Budapest. His miss confirming PSE as the first club to retain the trophy since Real Madrid completed their 3-year reign from 2016 to 2018.
Provision in a bill before the United States Congress could tie the American and Israeli militaries far more closely together, deepening their cooperation on weapons research, production and technology. The proposal, titled the United States-Israel Defense Technology Cooperation Initiative, appears as Section 224 of the House Armed Services Committee's version of the fiscal year 2027 National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, the annual U.S. defense policy bill.
Meta is developing an AI-powered pendant that it plans to start testing in the next year, according to a memo viewed by The Information. This device would presumably build on the work of Limitless, an AI device startup that Meta acquired at the end of 2025. The startup made an AI pendant that users could attach to their shirt or wear as a necklace. To record coercion would allow it to, at the time, Meta said the acquisition would allow it to accelerate our work to build AI-enabled wearables. The golden age of Microsoft's GitHub Copilot appears to be at an end, for the little guy at least. The company is switching its billing system from a flat subscription rate to a token-sage system that has the potential to bill users at a significantly higher rate. Bigger enterprises may still have the juice for it, but smaller companies and workers could find themselves wondering how they're supposed to balance the monthly budget. The changes, which will take place June 1, mean that users will charge based on how many tokens they burn through as they work instead of a low flat rate based on requests.
A group of 20 Snap alumni has come together to launch a fund called Ghost Angels to back the next generation of social media. The fund declined to disclose how much it has raised so far, but says it has backed at least 5 companies and plans to deploy the remaining capital within the next year into at least 15 companies. Max Rivera, who once led global partnerships at Snap, started the fund in 2025 to formalize the already growing Snap alumni angel investing community. Though Rivera runs the fund, there are around 20 other founder members and investors, including a small number of those still at Snap, alongside alumni like Alexandra Levitt, who ran Snap's corporate accelerator, and Will Wu, who was a founding member of Snap's product and design team.
The YouTube to Prestige horror pipeline is looking very strong this weekend. Taking the #1 spot at the box office is Backrooms, a feature film expansion of Kane Parsons' series of YouTube videos featuring eerie found footage of a mysterious office space, drawn from a 4chan thread that defies physics.
SoftBank Group announced today that it plans to spend up to 75 billion euros, around $87 billion, to expand data center capacity in France. The goal, the firm said, is to develop and operate up to 5 gigawatts of additional data center capacity. The first phase of the plan involves building data centers in Dunkirk, Loonplage, Bosquel and Bouchain to deliver 3.1 gigawatts of capacity to the Hauts-de-France region by 2031.
The Pakistan IT Industry Association, PATSA, in its comprehensive federal budget 2026-27 recommendations aimed at solidifying the nation's digital exports ecosystem, has stressed the need to ensure policy stability for formal IT enterprises and providing necessary clarity for the broader digital workforce. PATSA aims to clarify its official stance, which prioritizes the sustainable long-term growth of registered IT companies while supporting the gradual formalization of the gig economy, while categorically stating that PATSA fully supports maintaining a supportive environment for the genuine freelancers of the country. The European Union's EU High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy Kaja Kallas will visit Pakistan on June 1, Monday, to take part in the 8th EU-Pakistan Strategic Dialogue with Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar, the EU announced on Saturday. According to the statement issued by the bloc, Kallas, also the European Commission's Vice President, will also hold meetings with President Asif Ali Zardari, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Chief of Defence Forces and Chief of the Army Staff Field Marshal Azim Munir. Pakistan outspun Australia by 5 wickets in the first one-day international in Rawalpindi, with spinner Arafat Minners becoming the first home bowler to take 5 wickets on ODI debut on Saturday. Minners finished with 5-32 as an under-strength Australia were bowled out for 244.1 overs before Pakistan chased down the target in 42.3 overs for a memorable win in their 1,000th ODI.
Paris Saint-Germain claimed back-to-back Champions League triumphs with a 4-3 shootout win over Arsenal following a 1-1 draw after extra time in Budapest, with Eberechi Eze and Gabriel missing from the spot. Mikel Arteta's Premier League champions showed great resilience to take the game beyond 120 minutes, but fell to a second final defeat 20 years after their first in Paris against Barcelona.
After a long and complex operation inside a flooded cave in a remote area of central Laos, on Saturday, the men at the centre of the mission did something few expected. They walked out. It wasn't what the international rescue operation had planned for.
Israel's military has advanced beyond the Litani River in southern Lebanon for the first time since 2006 and appear poised to encircle the major city of Nabatea. Senior Lebanese military sources on Saturday told the Turkish state news agency Anadolu that Israeli forces had crossed the Litani River, which Israel has declared the perimeter of its unofficial buffer zone.
At least 18 people, including women and children, were killed when a cargo truck carrying recently returned Afghan refugees from Pakistan overturned on a major highway in eastern Afghanistan. Authorities said. Taliban government spokesperson Zabihullah Mujahid said the crash took place in the Karghai district of Lagman province on Saturday. Rescuers have pulled 4 more men from a flooded cave in central Laos, bringing to 5 the number freed from a group of villagers who became trapped while searching for gold. 2 others remain missing. The 4 were brought out on Saturday, a day after the first man was rescued, ending a period of about 10 days during which the group was cut off underground.
Sri Lanka's Buddhist hierarchy has suspended a prominent senior monk accused of sexually abusing a child in the religiously conservative nation's highest profile case involving a local clergyman. In rare disciplinary action, 71-year-old Palagama Hemarathana was stripped of his responsibilities on Saturday as the chief custodian of a highly venerated ficus plant grown from a sapling of a tree believed to have sheltered the book.
Although TikTok is widely described as a social media giant, it's been gradually moving beyond that category. Over time, the video app added TikTok Shop, a map for local discovery, robust search, games, and so much more. Now, it has recently added hotel booking capabilities and is pursuing a fintech license. It appears that TikTok is taking steps to evolve into what's called a super app, a single platform where users can do much more than just watch and share videos and actually handle a wide range of needs in one destination. If you enjoy homemade pizza but don't love the hassle that comes with it, an electric pizza oven may be the ideal upgrade. The Ninja Artisan Outdoor Pizza Oven is aimed at people who want delicious pizza nights without having to deal with things like propane or wood pellets, unlike many other pizza ovens. I need to preface this review by admitting that I am no pizza connoisseur, but I ended up with quick, restaurant-style pizzas using the oven, largely thanks to its simplicity and easy-to-use design. Google Chrome and Apple Safari currently dominate the web browser market, with Chrome holding a significant share due to the tech giant's ongoing innovations, particularly in integrating generative AI into its search functionalities. However, users seeking alternatives will find a variety of browsers aiming to challenge these industry giants. This week at TechCrunch's Strictly VC event in Athens, part of the Panathenaea Festival taking place in the city. I sat down with Nico Bonatzos of Verdict Capital, Andreas Stavropoulos of Threshold Ventures, and Ben Bloom of Atomico to ask about the current state of venture investing, the wave of mega IPOs that SpaceX is about to kick off, and where they still see an ocean of opportunity. Our conversation following has been edited for length and clarity. You can check out the full discussion at page bottom, with SpaceX reportedly eyeing a $1.75 trillion valuation at IPO, and OpenAI and Anthropic potentially not far behind. What will the impacts be on the broader market?
Gemini Spark is Google's new 24/7 agentic assistant, designed to help you navigate your digital life, which essentially means getting your online to-dos done, summarizing the things you don't have time to read, like the entirety of your inbox, or organizing something that would have otherwise involved too much screen time-filled manual labor, like a personal expenses spreadsheet. The service was first introduced at Google's annual developer conference in May, where CEO Sundar Pichai joked that Spark, which runs on virtual machines in the cloud, means that yes, you can close your laptop. The in-joke here is that he's comparing Spark to other agentic AI systems, like the ever-popular OpenClaw, which require keeping the machine awake to run its tasks.
Great Wall Motors GWM is expected to launch the Canon Alpha plug-in hybrid pickup truck in Pakistan in June 2026, according to Arif Habib Limited's AHL upcoming automobile launch tracker. The Canon Alpha is among several electrified vehicles expected to enter the Pakistani market this year, as automakers continue expanding their hybrid and electric vehicle lineups.
The FBI says it has seized a record $8 billion in cryptocurrency, arrested hundreds of suspects in a school crackdown on scam compounds and organised crime networks. The operation targeted groups accused of stealing from Americans through online scams, including one case involving as much as $3 million from a single US victim.
Vivo has announced its first over-ear noise-cancelling headphones in China. The product is simply called the Vivo Over-Ear Noise-Cancelling Headphones. The headphones are priced at around $70. Sales will begin on June 10.
Changan's Uni S is expected to become one of the latest additions to Pakistan's crossover market as automakers continue expanding their product lineups across multiple segments, according to Arif Habib Limited's AHL upcoming automobile launch tracker. The Uni S is expected to be launched in Pakistan in June 2026. The vehicle has already been unveiled locally ahead of its commercial launch.
Anthropic is hiring a copy lead to help shape how the company communicates with enterprise customers. The AI company is looking for a writer who can work across long-form content, scripts, events, social copy, campaigns, product pages, and performance marketing. The role requires 10 years of experience and pays between $255,000 and $320,000.
United States Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth on Saturday said Washington and Islamabad were developing a true friendship as he lauded Pakistan's role in the ongoing US-Iran peace negotiations, with Pakistan acting as the official interlocutor between Washington and Tehran in the ongoing peace negotiations that resulted in the April 8 US-Iran ceasefire. Trump and his top officials have hailed Islamabad's role several times.